Hello, friends. Now you will hear a brief summary of the movie Mayhem. Enjoy watching.
Samir Barda was practicing his strikes with his coach when a massive brawl broke out in the gym, involving dumbbells as weapons.
Everyone joined the fight except Samir.
The former drug courier had recently been released on parole and needed to stay out of trouble. However, as soon as he was free, his former boss, Farhat, ordered him to deliver a package again. Samir refused. He was determined to start a new life. If everything went well, he would get a job at a construction site and a place to stay. The site mainly employed migrants, as conditions were even worse in their home countries. The foreman was willing to take Samir onto his crew, and his parole officer would be happy to hear about it. After his shift, Samir was pursued by his former associates. He had to hide at the construction site, but one of the gang members found him and started beating him brutally. While trying to defend himself, Samir accidentally pushed his attacker off a ledge. The man fell onto a pile of pipes and died instantly. 5 years have passed since that day. To escape both the authorities and criminals, Samir moved to the Thai city of Bang Chang, where he started a new life with Mia and her 7-year-old daughter, Dara.
Soon, Mia was expecting their child. The fugitive took on a new name, Sam, and got a job as a porter at a hotel. However, he made real money by fighting in Muay Thai matches. Tonight, Sambat, the owner of the restaurant where Mia worked, placed a bet on the Frenchman. Sam easily won the fight.
Before the next match, he whispered to Sambat to bet against him. It was far more profitable to participate in fixed fights, so at the right moment, Sam dropped his guard and was knocked out. The promoter paid him his share. His coach was worried about him.
Other fighters took anabolic steroids and didn't hold back their punches when Sam threw a fight.
Meanwhile, a delighted Sambat won a fortune and invited Sam for a beer, but Sam declined. He was in a hurry to see his family. A plot of land by the sea was up for sale. Sam and Mia dreamed of building a bar and starting their own business, so Sam was working hard to save as much money as possible. He managed to gather the required sum, but problems arose during the paperwork. Sam lacked documents to prove his identity, and to make matters worse, the owner of the land suddenly cancelled the deal. Apparently, someone had made a better offer. That person turned out to be a local gangster named Narong.
Sam asked Sambat to talk to the crime boss, and he reluctantly agreed. Narong wanted to meet Sam personally.
The gangster was also from France. He made a crude joke about Mia, which infuriated Sam. Narong offered Sam a deal. He would give up the land if Sam transported a shipment of drugs for him, since he had access to both the airport and the hotel. Realizing he was cornered, with more than just the land at stake, Sam agreed to return to his old trade one last time.
Kasem handed him a suitcase, showing where the powder was hidden. Sam received instructions and headed to the airport.
At a checkpoint, security searched his car and checked one of his passengers' bags, but everything seemed fine.
Sam handed over the luggage to the clients and rolled the suitcase toward the runway.
A guard checked his badge and let him through. Sam saw Narong's man ahead, but suddenly a group of security officers with a sniffer dog approached from behind. They immediately attacked the Thai accomplice with batons.
More guards were closing in. Sam realized he had to run.
Dashing at full speed, he leaped over the fence. After running through the forest for a while, he hid in a swamp, and the police passed by without noticing him. When night fell, Sam made his way to a village. Police were still searching the area, so he had to swim to reach his home. Sam planned to flee Bang Chang with Mia and Dara, but when he arrived, armed thugs were already waiting at the doorstep. The boxer fought back, but the odds were against him, especially since they had captured his loved ones. When Sam was knocked unconscious, one of the mercenaries stabbed Mia, and another slit her throat with a machete. The pregnant woman bled out in front of Sam.
The attackers then doused the house with gasoline.
Narong personally set it on fire before getting back into his car. He didn't expect Sam to survive, but his men had thrown him into the water, and his trainer, Hansa, later rescued him.
Delirious, Sam had a vision of Mia before she silently faded into the darkness.
For 2 weeks, he barely ate. His only thought was of Dara, but no one had seen the girl since that night.
Sambat was relieved to learn his friend had survived. Narong, on the other hand, had disappeared, likely fleeing to Bangkok. However, his right-hand man, Kasem, remained in the city. Everyone assumed Sam was dead. Sambat gave him a photograph of Dara. Sam went to the land he had once dreamed of owning and broke down in tears, but he wasn't going to run. He will find Dara and take revenge on everyone involved in Mia's death. A reluctant waitress hinted that Sam could find Kasem in one of the brothels with lady boys. The Avenger went to the city, asking everyone he met if they knew Kasem. 3 ladyboys surrounded him, groped him from head to toe, stole all his money, but most importantly, told him where to find Kasem. Sam arrived at a countryside estate where the wealthy liked to relax. First, he had to deal with the guards. He unexpectedly attacked and knocked out 2 criminals. A woman grabbed a machete, but Sam took it from her and slit her throat. He had killed again. Sam wiped off the blood and put on a jacket, pretending to be one of the guests, but his suspicious demeanor was soon noticed. On the 2nd floor, there was an elite brothel. In the corridor, 2 guards attacked Sam. He managed to take them down with great difficulty. The 3rd was easier. Sam broke his arm and knocked him out. Then Kasem appeared, armed with a sawed-off shotgun. A shot rang out. During the struggle, Sam seized the weapon and was about to blow the blonde's head off when Kasem begged him to stop, claiming that Dara was alive. Suddenly, the fool grabbed the barrel and lost half of his head. Sam showed the brothel workers a picture of Dara. They admitted that young girls often stayed there, but they were usually sent to Bangkok afterward. Threatening the guards with a gun, Sam managed to escape the brothel. He went to his trainer and told him about Dara. The old man showed his student an ancient blade, which had been passed down in his family from father to son, and also gave him his grandfather's protective amulet. Sambat decided to sell his restaurant and flee as far as possible. The Frenchman shouldn't have killed Kasem. Now all hell would break loose in the city. So, the man refused to help his friend rescue the girl. Sam and his trainer arrived in the capital. By evening, they reached a brothel called Cowboy. Sam told the hostess he wanted something special. They lined up 11 young workers in front of the picky client, but they were too old for him. Then the administrator led Sam down a dark corridor. He grabbed her by the throat and showed her Dara's picture. The woman screamed and called for security. Sam pretended to leave the establishment but then beat the bouncer to death with a billiard ball. This was Narong's club, so the woman had to know where to find him. Sam and his mentor continued their journey by boat. Hansa sharpened his blade, preparing to use it. At the pier, they were met by armed thugs. The old man put the lucky amulet in his mouth and brutally slaughtered them. He distracted the guards so Sam could infiltrate Narong's base. There, Sam started questioning the workers about Dara. One girl agreed to help him. She led Sam to a room where very young girls worked, stuffing colorful pills into shrimp. This was how Narong ran 2 businesses at once. Sam double-kicked one guard in the face and crushed the last thug's head under his foot. The girl revealed that the children had been brought there 2 weeks ago and then taken away by boat. Sam found out where Narong was and ordered all the girls to run outside. To reach the boss, he had to fight through a horde of bodyguards. They were all armed with machetes and axes, but that didn't stop the Avenger. The Thais attacked one by one, making it easy for the professional fighter to take them down. One opponent resisted too long, so Sam slowly slit his throat with a machete. Reinforcements arrived. The old trainer took on this batch of gangsters. Ahead, Sam faced another group of fighters. They only had one gun between them. The brawl continued in a cargo elevator. Sam shot, slashed, and broke their limbs one by one. Then the carnage escalated into a full-blown massacre, drenching the screen in blood. Narong watched the horror unfold from his office. Sam, seriously wounded, barely made it to the boss but collapsed from exhaustion. Narong revealed that all these years, Sam had been hunted by his old friend, crime lord Farhat. Back at the construction site, Sam had accidentally killed his brother. By the way, Sambat had betrayed his friend right away. He was a real scumbag, but he had at least arranged for Dara to be given to him. The girl had been in Bang Chang all this time. Narong began strangling the stubborn Frenchman.
Sam, remembering the dying eyes of his wife, stabbed the villain in the neck with a bone protruding from his broken hand.
Narong bled out. Sam gathered his last strength and stumbled into the corridor.
His mentor, Hansa, lay mortally wounded on the floor. He died before Sam's eyes. All the children working at the factory ran toward the police.
Sam found the traitor. Sambat had opened a new bar on that very spot and named it Dara. The man never expected to see Sam again.
He tried to justify himself, saying things didn't go as planned.
He had loved Mia, wanted to marry her, then Sam came along and ruined everything.
Sam pointed a gun at the scumbag, but suddenly, he heard a familiar voice, Dara calling for her father. The man dropped the gun onto the sand and ran to his daughter, embracing her tightly.
Sam picked up Dara and carried her home. In the distance, a gunshot rang out. Sambat had pulled the trigger on himself. And that's where the movie ends. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for new videos. See you soon. Goodbye, everyone.